Here we are going to start with social issues. So whenever the organization works with the information system, what social issues arises? In earlier section, we have seen the ethical issues, what ethical issues organization can face. Now we'll see the social issues. So social issues, they are related whenever the information is placed on a social media, okay, or on the, it is related to the society, okay. Whenever it communicates with this information system, creates the conditions that are different from the existing social conditions, okay. So social issue arises whenever the information system that creates conditions like that are different from existing social conditions. So these conditions, which type of a social issues may come, that we will see now. Workplace behavior and health. So there may be resistance and conformity. There may be resistance from the organization's users, organizational, for some reasons, for regarding the technology, regarding technology malfunctioning. Likewise, there are some social issues may come. So it is well known that information system, okay, so it is well known that information system face the resistance from users within an organization. The resistance may arises from many reasons. First one, that is dislike of technology, malfunctioning of technology, fear of new work norms, or fear of unknown technology, among the others. So there may be resistance arises from many reasons in the organizational employees for the users. Okay? These social issues, whenever the technology is disliked by the users of that technology, at that time the social issue may arise, resistance from the people to that technology, malfunctioning of the technology. So whatever working of the technology, if it is not acceptable by the users, they may have issues while using that. So that type of issues may come. Fear of new work and norms. So there may be fear of using the technology by the users, so that there may be this type of social issues come. Fear of unknown technology, among the others. So there may be technology which is unknown to others, so this type of issues may come. Okay. The next one is changing workplace practice. Okay. So this type of a social issue may come. Likewise, see the conditions. The information system in an organization have not only created new kinds of a job, such as those of a knowledge workers, data administrators, web administrators, and the security analysts. These type of a jobs the organization may offer in an information system, but have also put in place new work practices for all employees. But they may place them to the new work practice. They may change the culture of work. They may change the way of working in the organization for these employees. Okay, there they may create new kinds of a job to those people. Okay, so the jobs like employees have to deal with and use more information for their work. So this may be in the form of messages, files, data, inputs, and data manipulation. Those employees, they may have to work with in the form of messages, files, data, and data manipulation. There, the employees have to more to deal with information system for their work. Okay. Next one, that is owing to the increased monitoring. Okay, employees are more careful and disciplined in their work. So here, opening of technology means the monitoring and the employees are, they should be more careful about their work. They should be more disciplined about their workplace so that social issues may not. Okay? So these type of a workers, employees needed for the new kinds of jobs in the information system whenever they handling the information system. Those employees, they must be careful and disciplined in their workplace. Okay. Third one, that is information system have increased the volume of work that typical employees do. So nowadays there is a load on the employees, working load on the employees. So typical employees, what they were doing, as compared to that, now the load of employees is increased. Volume of a data, the work that is increased. Okay, owing to their ability to process faster and more efficiently. So the employee should have ability to work faster and process faster efficiently information system. So there is the force applied on employees from the organization to work faster. So employees are forced to work faster to complete the work within time as well as efficient. Okay, so these are expectations of organization from the employees. Okay, so this is changing workplace practices. Next is descaling. This type of here also there this type of a social issue may come. Descaling. Descaling means what? When information systems were first introduced in organization, then it was found that many employees who began working with them, okay, so lost some of their skills that they used in a manual methods of working. So here descaling means the forgiveness of a skilling, means whatever the skills the employees had earlier whenever they were worked on a manual methods, at that time they have some skills, they had some skills, but nowadays whenever the organization adapted the technology at that time, they have lost their skills where they were working on a manual methods or the manuals on the whenever they were working with the manual methods, those skills they had, that is to be totally lost. But this phenomenon means this is the phenomenon, it is called as descaling and attracted considerable criticism. Okay, so it is attracted considerable criticism because the technology is to be accepted as well as they have lost their earlier skills. The employees have lost their earlier skills. So this phenomenon is called as a descaling. Example of descaling is as follows. See, a person who used to manually search and retrieve files had to have skills of reading labels quickly. Okay, so those who want to search the file from the cupboard, they can see the word, read the word, and they can read the label and they can remove the file. Okay, they can retrieve files, search the files easily. Now we had to remember where the files were located. Okay, so whenever the file is to be located, the technology is to be adapted. Suppose there is a computer adapted by the organization. So now they have to remember where the file is to be located, on which disk, and where it is to be located. They have to search, they should know the names. So like had a sense of why the files had been removed and where they could be located. So there they were using the manual techniques to make the sections of topic wise, they made sections to keep the file. So likewise, it is this type of a skills are to be removed, and now they had sense of why they means that time they had sense why they have kept these files here. Okay, but now it is difficult to locate these files in a technology. What information certain files were given, what information certain files had and other did not. So by seeing the label or by the section, topic wise section, so they can understand what this certain file contains. Okay, but now it is difficult to remember because what the technology came. With the technology, they can search within a minute. Okay, so this type of a descaling may happen whenever the technology introduced in the organization. It's when how the files had been updated and placed within their location. Whenever the manual work is to be done, it should be placed properly within a file. Whenever the document is updated, it should be placed in the file in a proper location at the proper place. But whenever it comes to the technology, someone has to label it with the updated name, and as well as they have to keep it at the proper folder so that we can access it in a means they can access it next time whenever they want to use. So likewise, the descaling happens whenever the IT is introduced in the organization. Next one, that is alienation. Alienation also resulted from employees not interacting with each other. That means the employees, they may feel alone because they now with this technology, the employees are not interacting with each other. Okay, working alone for much longer time resulted in their feeling disconnected from the workplace. So they may feel like they are disconnected from the workplace because they are not interacting to the other employees, so that they feel like that. It created an atmosphere of isolation and disorientation for some workers. So there may this type of issue may face by the workers. That means atmosphere is like isolation. They are working alone, as well as the disorientation for some workers because they don't know how to arrange the work. So with resulting loss in confidence and self-estimation. So they can't do their self-estimation as well as they lost their confidence in this working alone. So this is a social issue that may come. Telecommuting. Telecommunication means what? How we are working now. That is work from home. That is method telecommute. Is the way of working where the individuals or the employees do not have to physically come to their place of work. They can work from home. So employees can log in to their organizational computer network from their homes and access their files and continue the work. So they can use phones, emails, or voice chat facilities to communicate with each other or with their workers. So likewise, we are using the Zoom app, emails, voice chat facilities, Skype. Likewise, the packages have to be provided to communicate with each other. Okay, so they on the organization from the home, people can share the network. They can use organizational computer network. They can log into the organization computer network and they can work. So they can share the files. They can share files, data, information, and the process instructions over the network. So this type of files information can be shared within a network. Telecommunication has been adapted by the many organizations. Telecomputing has been adapted by the many organizations to allow the workers to work from home. Okay, so or away from the office as long as their work is completed according to their goals. Okay, so employees have found this to be value. So particularly, it is beneficial for the women employees who have family responsibilities at home. So this is the telecomputing. E-waste. E-waste is also one of the social issue may come. Electronic goods such as computers, mobile phones, and music players and game devices usually have a short life. And they have short life. After few years, we need to discard these uh, devices and traded by the users. Okay, so e-waste that refers to all categories of electronic product that are discarded and that have to be treated as a waste. Bulk of products that is constructed within a material that are toxic and cause pollution when disposed of untreated in a whenever it is to be disposed, that may cause pollution. So developed nations, what they do, e-waste is what? Now this is related to the product, electronic products. Whenever it comes to the e-waste, it developed nations that exports legally or illegally e-waste to the underdeveloped countries. So whenever the raw data is to be needed by the countries, it is to be exported legally or illegally. That is called as the e-waste. So less developed countries, it is to be uh, given or where the waste is recycled or disposed of. So this e-waste has to be recycled and it is to be used. India is among the nations that receive e-waste from the developed nations. So according to the Center of Science and Environment, CSE, India imports almost 50,000 tons of e-waste illegally. And besides illegal e-waste import, India itself generates e-waste. In 2007, the country generated almost 330,000 tons of e-waste. So likewise, the undeveloped countries, they can generate e-waste and it can be recycled uh, by the developed countries. We can generate e-waste and underdeveloped nations, they are using this type of a e-waste. So this type of e-waste, how it is to be managed? Managing e-waste, there are different organizational policies we can apply to manage this type of e-waste. So managing acquisition, so that means vendors of a hardware or the वियान आवाज कमी करना है दूध पी बरा